It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it.
Damn, dude just went fucking ghost and went quiet over here. I said, damn, dude just went fucking ghost and went quiet over here. Let's get this damn game cracking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Lions defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I think we all need some time to adjust to Thielen moving the sticks in the new uniform. Figured the Minnesota native, Minnesota State grad would be a Viking for life. He's in Carolina now and gets to be the veteran star helping along a very young but promising offense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Young from the shotgun. It's caught by Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Oh, you left that party to join this when I started.
Defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
You gonna talk over here?
Just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
Yeah, you're talking to you. There ain't no fucking nobody else in here.
This drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
I said, you left the other party just to join this one when I started. I mean, I'm just, you weren't talking over there, then you just leave, that's why I came over. Well, fuck you too, man.
These two teams all tied. Now 3rd down and very long. Now Young. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. 21 yards, well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a first down throw. Goff eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
That throw by Young incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hard. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's Young off play action. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to...
Marvin Jones! And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Montgomery is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
On fourth down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember...
Bruh, can we get some type of fucking back?
Points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Flush to his right.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw got him a little too far. It brings up third down. And right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Young will set to throw. And his pass incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sneaked out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Young off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this
Bro, it was
first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's got some space here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looks to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
A 39-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Another run here with Sanders.
Fucking clicking off that fucking bastard.
19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Young. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They put that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallow where the ball was. It worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play action, Young. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to Sanders on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards to go, second down. They'll go again with Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. He needs just a little crease, and off he goes.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in.
Talk about getting some luck on that shit.
A big pickup of 38.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield drilling here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Here's second and a yard. Now it's gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Incompletion here as they
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
Wow.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Goff. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for their team to come down the field and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young. Pass complete. Hurst. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Young. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Young to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Extra point try now for Patterson. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Mingo. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Young. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
One last shot for Young. Deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity.